Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Cody here, bringing an update on the 20-gallon reef tank. So, a couple things happened just since the last update. I don't know if you could. Well, I think you can see him. He kind of looks like a piece of rock back there. I actually have two of these guys. I'm assuming they are huge Mexican turbo snails. I actually got each one of them for $1.99 at a pet store that I've never been to before. So he looks like a piece of rock, but he's a huge snail. I'm not sure where the other one is right now, but oh, he's behind him. Yeah, he's underneath, but you can't really see him, but I see both of them. And then I picked up this guy, a green star polyp. He just partially opened yesterday, so that he's, let's say he's about 90% open right now. But he's just now starting to open up because he did take a little bit to open up in the tank. Added a new piece of rock because the snail knocked this guy down, and the frog spawn is now glued onto this piece of rock so that he will not get bumped around and falling off. I am noticing a little bit of growth in my pulsing zinnia. That whole second branch, I guess you could say, there has grown since I've got him, and he's doing great. And another thing is with the pulsing zinnia and the green star polyps, they say they grow very easily, and they take over your tank. Good, that's what I want. I want this guy, honestly, to cover the entire sand bed over time. Like a year from now, I just want this whole sand bed covered. If that's even, I don't know how fast they'll grow, but I know in a year they can grow a lot. So honestly, that'd be super cool just to have the entire sand bed just covered. It'd be awesome. Oh, my Dottie back's out. He never comes out for the video, so that's pretty cool. And then I got my shrimp in the back. I freaking love my shrimp. The guy at the pet store was telling me that more than likely the Dottie back is the one killing the hermit crab, so I'm gonna have to be careful with him. And this anemone over here, I only paid $8 for him, as I said a couple videos ago. So as my corals do grow and expand, he is on that rock right there. It will be super easy to get him out of the tank. I probably am going to I'll probably sell him back to the pet store for a couple dollars when he does, get so big. Or if he grows too big, or the other corals just get too close to him, because obviously I think the other corals are prettier. He's a big piece, and he's really cool to have in there. He's not hurting anything right now. I mean, none of the fish have swam and got ate, and nobody messes with him, and he's just really pretty and to look at. So there's no need to do anything about that right now. The corals obviously are not going to grow to the point where they're going to touch him anytime soon. So he can be in this tank for at least 6 months, I would say, before I even have to worry about that. So the green star polyps, now if they do go up the rock, that's when we're going to have an issue. I do not want them taking over the rock. At that point, maybe a little bit, like halfway up the rock. But if they got too far, I would start cutting and fragging, because I do not want that to happen. I just want them mainly to be on the sand bed. I don't know, they are a pretty coral. I do like the way they look. They look like a weed, honestly, but I think it's really cool. It adds kind of a grassy look to your tank. And the flow in here, this tank is pretty good. As you can see, all my corals wave around. It's really beautiful. It just mimics the ocean, with the current. It's just really pretty. Another thing I do want to do eventually on this tank, in about a year or so, I guess, because right now, I'm trying to save up for an apartment, and that's taking all my money. I can't really afford to spend money on this tank. I do want to upgrade these lights. These are just Zoom Ed, man, and like these lights were $99. Were about, actually cheaper. I think I paid $94 with tax, $94, so about $90 before tax, somewhere around there. And they were supposed to grow just low light corals. All my corals have done. I mean, if I can keep an anemone in this tank under these lights, he's not moved around. He's basically stuck there the second day I put him in the tank. He opens up huge every single day. There's no need, to upgrade right now. Like, they're doing amazing under this light. So I'll probably keep this light as a backup. But I do want to get some more lights. And even if I keep these, maybe just get some T5s or metal halo, not metal halides, but T5s, and just add them to the side for extra light. And then we could, depending on how much that is, that might be a cheaper option. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of money on the lighting system in here, but definitely just to give them more light, the faster your corals are going to grow. My calcium in this tank is it's ridiculous. It's unreadable. It is so much. So I continue to dose every single day or every other day, depending on what I feel like, just a little bit, just 6 drops of that, and that's it. And the calcium in here is insane. So I hope you guys did enjoy. I just did a water change today. Actually, I do 2 gallons every single week. If you wonder like what my maintenance is, every Sunday I do 2-gallon water change on this tank. The nitrates, they're not exactly where I want them. They're between 10 and 20 right now. I'm trying to get them down. I feel like they're going to go down too. As the corals get bigger, you know, they will kind of consume fish waste. Like especially if the green star polyps took over the entire tank. And I don't want to get rid of my dotty back. He's just too pretty. I just can't do it. I cannot do it. I have to keep my dotty back. And after time, when the bacteria builds up, I mean, the filtration is going to be better and stuff like that. So everything's fine. Everything's been doing great. Nothing's died in this tank. Ever since the Tennessee thing happened and I came back, you know, and other than that, everything's been good. And if you can see them right here, I got seam, I'm trying to think what they're called. They're a type of red leg. I think scarlet red leg hermit crabs is the ones I got. I got 5 of those, but who knows how many the dottybacks killed. He went after him as soon as I put him in the tank. So no more crabs in this tank, just snails. Unfortunately, that's how it has to be, but hope you guys did enjoy. I'm loving the way my tank is looking right now. It's just beautiful. I love my shrimp is probably my favorite thing in the entire tank. So I've just been doing weekly water changes, you know, doing maintenance on this tank, sifting the sand, but honestly this red algae is just going to take over. Eventually though, these green star polyps are going to spread to the sand, and then the red algae is you're not going to be able to see it. So that's exactly why I bought that coral. I paid $12 for that. Don't know if that's a good deal or not, but thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot wait to see, you know, like just the growth on all these corals. Peace.